Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. Today we'll be reviewing the 30-20 between New Zealand and Australia. Australia winning by 64 runs. They were put into bat by New Zealand, and their batsmen stepped up. We talked about the likes of Finch and Maxwell having a poor series so far, and today they showed that they're class players. They're back into form. It just took a few deliveries to middle that ball, get that ball out of the middle of the bat. That's what happened. And I think Finch started it off. He led from the front, a brilliant 69 or 44 balls. It was very interesting to see him play the reverse sweep with Maxwell there. It was Finch who started that reverse sweep, and after that we saw a lot of those shots in this game. I think that helped manipulate the field kind of, and made it difficult for Kane Williamson to set a particular field for both batsmen. And Felipe as well, he batted really well. One thing I noticed about Felipe, anything swinging into his pads, he flicks it brilliantly. He's really good on his pads. His leg side is very strong. So whenever Bolt tried to get him that LBW, he just flicked it away for 4 or 6. So really good innings from Felipe as well at one down. And it was Finch and Maxwell. It was the Finch and Maxwell show. Maxwell, man, this guy is extremely talented. Like, he can play any shot at any time and any moment. And it's just, I think, his mindset. He needs to be focused. When he's in the zone, you can tell straight away from ball one, you can see he's in the zone. He's there to hit. So I think with Maxwell, it's a mind game. He needs to, be in that game mentally. Once he's in the game mentally, his talent speaks for itself. Like, the way his shots are incredible. He toys with the bowler at times. Like, his reverse sweep is brilliant. He can play the scoop shot, the reverse scoop. He can pull it for 6 over deep into wicket. We saw that today, over square legs, straight down the ground. So when you have these kind of shots in a T20 game, it makes it difficult for the fielding team, especially on a good pitch. You don't know where to set your fields, because if you keep point empty, like you don't have any fielded deep point or deep covers, then he'll start playing the reverse third man as well. So I saw him play a couple of reverse sweeps as well, reverse scoops to the medium pace bowlers, and then reverse sweep to the spinner. It was I think it was a reverse sweep kind of day. Finch and Maxwell played it a lot. Finch again, excellent batting through covers. He was brilliant. So was Felipe, and he pulled the ball well. It was a different kind of innings from Finch, like very innovative, and it's really good to see him in form. And that's what Australia needed. They needed their big players to step up, and Finch and Maxwell did exactly that with the help of Felipe. And when you post a 200 plus score, even though New Zealand grounds are a bit small, it does always put pressure on the chasing team, and that's exactly what happened. It was, I think, it was a brilliant effort. The New Zealand bowlers were a tad expensive. Nisham in particular, 4 overs, 60 runs. That's 15 runs and over. He was extremely expensive. Maxwell in particular, like, got stuck into him, and like, he was playing those reverse scoops. He was pulling him over the leg side. It was just excellent batting. Finch as well was severe on Nisham, and I think he was very expensive. The rest of the bowlers were averaging around 9-ish. Tim Southee and Bolt, they couldn't really get those wickets with the new ball. They did get weighed out. It was Bolt who got him out. Guptill at slip took a nice catch, but apart from that, they couldn't get that many wickets. And then the middle overs, Ishodi took a couple of wickets. I think they really missed Santner in this game. I think if Santner played, he would have picked up a few wickets. We saw Ashton Agar pick up 6 wickets. We'll come to that. But I think they missed an extra spinner. Maybe instead of one of the fast bowlers, they should have gone with Santner. And because there was a wind coming from one angle, so I think it was, I forgot which wicket it was, but in the New Zealand batting, it was, I think it was Guptill, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was Guptill. He tried to hit it over covers. It was against the wind, and I got the wicket. So I think Santner could have used that wind really well. He should have played. I felt, I'm not sure if it was rest or injury, but he didn't play. If you move on to the next innings, 209 to win, a steep target for New Zealand. Gupta started out brilliantly. I think, again, straight down the ground in the V, he's very powerful. He times the ball brilliantly. He almost knocked over Williamson with one of those shots down the ground. Excellent batting from Gupta there. But for me, the standout was Riley Meredith. They picked up a couple of wickets. Stand out in the beginning, of course, Ashton Agar picked up 6 wickets, but like, Riley Meredith actually really impressed me. I think it's the first time I saw him closely. He's pretty fast, 144, 155 clicks. I think he got picked up by Punjab at the auction. Now I see why he has that pace. He hurries the batsman. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he plays test matches for Australia, because he does have the pace and his line and length is very accurate. If he can, hurry batsmen in the T20 game with the red ball, he can do more damage. So I think he's a very interesting find for Australia, a very exciting talent. He has that pace. Look at his figures: 4 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets, and that's it. With the new ball, that's where the game was decided. When you pick up wickets with the new ball, and with your new ball bowlers, if your economy is like 6, 5, 6, chasing 200, it becomes difficult. But then the main man came, Ashton Agar. A brilliant spell: 4 overs, 30 runs, 6 wickets. Unbelievable. A 6 for a T20 game was no joke. He picked up wickets constantly. He was bowling a bit quicker, like I think 92, 93 kilometers per hour for a spinner. That's pretty quick. But he did vary his pace, and they just couldn't get a hold of him. A lot of catches in the air. This ground was a bit bigger compared to the other New Zealand grounds, but that wind factor as well played a part. And he bowled brilliantly, especially to the right-handers. Agar was excellent, and this is it in T20 format. That's why spinners are very, very important. They will pick up wickets because the batsman will go and try to hit you, and that will lead to catches in the air. They'll miscued shots. He got a caught behind as well. So he bowled really well, Ashton Agar, incredible figures. And that turned the game in Australia's favor completely. If he went for maybe like 40, 50 runs and picked up only 1 or 2 wickets, New Zealand would have been in the game till the end, because 208, 9 is gettable in these conditions. But when you have a spinner picking up 6 wickets, it becomes extremely difficult. So yeah, credit to him. That's why I felt Santner should have also played, because we saw this left-arm spinner being very successful. Apart from him, Richardson was a bit expensive. Jai Richardson. Zampa was pretty good. He picked up a wicket. I think that's about it. Stoinis bowled over. Maxwell bowled over. New Zealand will be very disappointed. I think apart from Martin, Guptill and Conway, to a certain extent, no one else contributed. They're probably expecting more from Williamson. Seifert as well in the opener slot. He needs to score some more runs. A quick 20, 30, it can boost the confidence, especially in this kind of chase. So they'll be very disappointed. No one else contributed. Glenn Phillips again, he got out quickly. Nisham 0-1 ball. So I think Nisham had a really good game in the last game. So I think maybe it's just one bad game for New Zealand, but that's it. I think batsmen the top order needs to contribute for both teams, and then the bowlers, the opening bowlers and the spin bowlers, like pick up wickets, have a decent economy. But batting is very important in these conditions, because they're good conditions to bat on. You have to make the most of it. But it sets up for a brilliant series now. 2-1, Australia still in it. 3 more matches to go. No, sorry, 2 more matches to go. It's a 5-match series, so it's 2-1. 2 more matches to go. It could be anybody's series. Australia will be looking to win again. It's a must-win game for them. They probably like this. The way they set up in this game, their starting 11 was pretty good. They probably go with the same kind of team. New Zealand, on the other hand, will probably want to bring in somebody like a Santner, as he'll be effective, probably go with 2 spinners in that sense. But yeah, I think that wraps up this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And keep updated with Down the Track for the latest cricketing content. Thank you so much for joining us.